racing this weekend. We've got the Ingham, we've got the Gold Rush out west. Hopefully you guys have a few tips for us.
We got tips.
Always a few tips, a few winners, hopefully.
Oh, that'd be handy. That'd be handy. That's what the punters are tuning in for.
We do. We tip winners.
That'd be nice. The Ingham is a stacked race. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Get me off the favourite. Gringotts has got form with the big dance, same track, same distance. What did we win last week? 2 weeks ago, the Gong.
Yep, the big dance before that.
Talk me out of the fave because
Good horse.
I'm happy to snap up that. Well, let me just get a quick price on BetChamps. I'm happy to snap up that $3.80.
$3.80. Yeah, I think he's well found in the market. He sat on a good tempo 2 back and he got the job done, and then he's gone slow tempo last start in that Gong. The market found him. He had the race shape with him. He had the pattern of the day with him. So good win, but yeah, I think he's well found.
He's been deep-ended again, hasn't he? Like he sort of just keeps getting into a tough...
Deep-ended is definitely the wrong word. He's been beautifully placed throughout his career.
Yeah, but like he's been in rich races.
What did you mean by deep-ended?
Like this is the toughest...
This is no Anthony Cummings placement.
No, there's none of that.
That's what you'd call deep-ended.
But this is the toughest test to date out of those big miles that he's been in.
He's been putting a toe further in every time.
Yeah. Takes that next step and he raises the bar. Yeah.
Stepping up in prep. Like, are you talking about class-wise?
Yeah. Like, the big dance was against Country Cup winners, and then the Gong was sort of that next step, and now he's got a couple of Group 1 winners to beat here. So.
And obviously, definitely runs into a high class of opposition. You've got Private Eye there, Stepati, Lekvardi, Osipenko. Is it the case with Gringotts? We could see it out by a couple of lengths, bit of a gap job, or these kind of feature race. I won't say they're past their prime, but you know they've been in feature races or started in feature races at some point. Do we see them kind of?
I guess he's somewhat the new horse on the scene, isn't he?
Keeps raising the bar.
Yeah.
Keeps raising the bar. He's a good horse, Gringotts.
Yeah.
Real good horse.
All the form around him is pretty strong too.
And
from
the market
last
loves
prep.
him.
Yeah.
Every time he goes around, the market loves him.
He's the punter's power.
Yes. He had the race. He had the pattern of the day to suit, and that's why the market found him the other day. They backed him as if he was unbeatable. I think it was $4 into like $2.20 or something like that.
Off the map.
What, the Gong?
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yep.
He was smashed.
Hey, I was reading Best Bets. Breast Bets. That's another subscription I have. I was reading Best Bets this morning.
What's breast bets?
Best breasts. I'm glad I didn't say it.
Is that one of the ones that they do with the breast?
Like red breast. Okay, so the Ingham is going to be our 100th $1 million plus race of the year.
Wow.
Which is monstrous. The tally is up 12 on last year's figures for $1 million plus races. But after 132 editions of the Ingham, I think it was called...
Villiers?
Villiers, yeah. No horse has won it twice, and Chris Waller hasn't won it twice.
Hasn't won it twice.
No. So since Waller had his first runner in the Ingham, Villiers, he's had 35 runners for a second, 5 thirds, and 6 unplaced runners. Walla's had 35 runners for a second, 5 years. 6 unplaced runners last year alone. He's had, since then, in that period where he hasn't had back-to-back win or double 2 winners, he's won 6 Doncasters, 7 George Main / King Charles, 6 Chipping Nortons, and 5 Epsoms over the Randwick Mile.
Well, it wouldn't have been a race that he would have targeted in the past because it was only worth $250K only a couple of years ago.
It was sort of a little bit forgotten on the calendar, I reckon, but now that they've pumped the money into it, $2 million.
So he's got 3
Wallace
runners.
come for it.
Yeah,
chomping at the bit.
Yeah. But like the horses that he's got here, they're no world beaters either. Like, what's he got? Osipenko.
Hey, Osipenko's no slouch, thank you very much.
He's cost me plenty.
I'd say Tannhaus is the best of them, but he drew off the track.
He's 70-1.
21 he drew.
Mm.
All right. Well, give me a bet. Give me a tip.
Yeah, I'm having a bet in this, and I suggest the punters should have a bet in it. Back Private Eye, because $9 won't be available tomorrow. He was sort of suggesting that he was going okay prior to that Festival Stakes win, but Nash going on, blinkers going on, put him into the race, and he absolutely bolted in. He had the race shape to suit, but he was going away from them on the line. There was nothing that was making any ground on him. He had the best last 200 metres in the race, gets to a mile. He's won an Epsom, so they've sort of been having a crack at sprinting races because of the Everest, but now he seemingly is back getting out to a mile. Big last start figure, draws wide, but potentially I'm in to win. Crosses down, he sort of could potentially just Nash lets it cross over and finds a spot in behind it, hopefully. I think he's really hard to beat.
Just quickly, as we're all social media buffs, did you see Joe Pride's meme that they put up after Private Eye won last start?
Yeah, I did, but
it was the Mr. Bean, when he's in the car rolling down the street. And it was Private Eye to all his haters. So I want him to win for that. They won the meme awards for
good hit
this
back.
year.
Yeah.
He's a good horse.
He is.
It'd be nice to see.
Yeah.
And you're thinking we won't see $9. Let me just have a look at what BetChamps price is.
Wonder what price he is in the Doncaster next year.
I don't think
if he's 50 to 1.
Yeah, I don't think there's any markets around yet.
Currently $7.50 with BetChamps.
Okay, beautiful.
What
price is New Energy?
All right, New Energy. Oh, I'm a bit caught up in the BetChamps speed map here. Let me have a look for it.
I think he can run a big race. He's always sort of been
$14.
14, yeah. I think that's a good price for him. I thought he was really good in the King Charles. He was sort of sneaky, and he was never really in the race, but he got back and he just warmed up late. He was on heels. That was $5 million Group 1 weight for age. Then he went to the Champions Mile behind Mr. Brightside and didn't have a whole lot of luck again, where he was $61, and then great ride by Mark Zara last time at Caulfield. That was 1,800 wet track. He comes back to 1,600 dry track, so maybe you could be against him on that. And he's drawn wide, but I just think he's flying, and it was a good win the other day. Really knuckled down late. So each way, I'm going to have a ticket on him. And
it was a good win.
Yeah,
it was a good win. That was a brutal tempo, and he had to. The question mark on him was his desire to win.
Yeah.
And he
pinned the ears back.
8th best last 200 metres on the back of that brutal tempo to get over the top. So, and heavy track was a concern too. So I don't think getting back onto a dry is a problem. The kid that's on his back,
Dylan Brown
McMonagle.
Ken Ride.
Dylan Brown McMonagle.
Has he got long hair? No, I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
No.
I
think you're thinking of Jake Tracy Holmes.
Is it on thinking of?
Probably. Yeah.
Hey, it's triple barrel names. Yeah. I'm getting confused.
Dylan Brown McMonagle, he won't go back to last from that draw.
No.
He'll
put him in it.
He'll give him a chance to win the race.
Yep.
Which is a good thing.
Definitely.
Okay. Green Gots for me, Private Eye for BJ, and New Energy each way for NL. Anyone ever call you NL?
Actually, I've got a present under the tree to NL from KW. So
No Limit, Nick.
NL.
Yeah.
You don't want that to be a nickname, because NL could be. Say it quickly. It's like NL.
Yeah.
Blake doesn't get it.
I don't get it.
No. All right, I want a best bet from each of you. NL, while we're talking about you, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to Eagle Farm Race 6, number 8, She Ours.
She Owls.
She Ours. Weird name, but good horse. So 1,200 metre 3-year-old fillies. First up, she drew off the track. She was 4 wide, no cover.
What race, sorry?
Race 6, Eagle Farm.
Oh, God, I got that.
The gold edition plate. Great filly she was. But I just think there's a couple of knocks. So scripted, the current favourite, trials were only so-so. Now it's $3. Hella Fast has missed a trial, hasn't had a jump out. 2 wins have been 1,000 metres, and now it's 2 months between runs. First up 1,200, so I think he will be underdone. So that I just think I love the run of Xiao's first up. Like, she trialled okay. She was off the track there on a heavy 10, 4 wide, no cover, and still hit the line better than anything else in the race to run third. The winner and the second horse settled in the first 3, so they just sort of, it was set up for those horses on speed to win, and they did. And that time, that race went quicker than the boys, the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings on the same day. So I think we can trust the form. Now she's drawn barrier 6, back on top of the ground. Bailey Wheeler keeps the ride. I think she's just going to land in the first 3 or 4, and she'll be too good for him, I think, here.
Get any piece of the $10?
No, but there's a few deductions. So I only...
There was only one out.
Yeah, but it's like 16 or 17 cents,
Yeah,
I think. But I've only done the form this morning for that race. So I would have liked to have been on the $10 or what, like $8, $8.50 after
$8.50.
after
Price
the
is it now?
6. 7?
6.
Oh, that's a good price.
Seven.
Yeah.
So,
Xiao's.
she ours.
Race.
Yeah.
Why don't you tip this one at
number 8.
40 to 1? You were spruiking a couple of 40
Yeah.
to 1 shots to me.
We can. This has been a good race to me.
That'd be nice.
The Grand Prix.
I need to back a 40 to 1. The what?
Look down the barrel and say like something that's going to
What
capture
race?
the
Say-
audience.
Eagle Farm race.
This is
7.
40 to 1 and it'll win.
Yeah, well, what he
Something like
said.
that.
Yeah, this is 40 to 1, and it'll run a bloody cheeky race.
Oh, there's not enough confidence. No.
It'll win.
Good.
Eagle Farm.
Wait, this is the best 40 to 1 shot you'll back this weekend.
Eagle Farm race 7, number 9, Lock All. I reckon this race is pass. I reckon the main lead up is no good.
Plus is yuck.
Pass is yuck. So like the City to Surf plate.
That's the poll you put all Brisbane races into.
Yeah, pretty much. He's had Black Bookers up here the last few weeks. I think I don't like the main lead up to the Grand Prix, so that's the City to Surf plate, and most of the horses in the market come through it. It was a heavy track, and you can just forget half of their runs, I think. But Lock All, he broke his maiden during the week at Ipswich back on the 4th of December, 1690. He bolted in. He started $1.55, and he was really strong through the line. So I think barrier 8, Luke Dempsey in the saddle, up to 1,800, different form. $46.
Yeah, $46.
$9 the place, thereabouts. I think each way all day. I'm also going to have something small each way. Madam Lexus didn't have much luck at the Sunny Coast last start. Same price.
Okay, so that is Eagle Farm, race 7, and that is number 9, Lockor, and a little play on number 14, Madam Lexus. BJ, give me one for the punters, please.
Yeah, can you have you got BetChamps up?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the double. Randwick race 3, number 6, Alapicanto, into Randwick race 4, number 4, Dream Hour. What price we getting?
And then it was Randwick race 4, number 4.
Yeah.
Ooh. 47.50.
That's good.
Yeah.
47.50. That's the best 40 to 1 shot you'll back this weekend. Alapicanto, she'll win third up. Race shape against first up. Second up, she was held up. Worked through the line, was good. Gets to a mile. She exploded when she got to this trip last preparation. Dream Hour, third up. Nash goes on. Can settle closer. Last up, forgive that. Got too far back. Held up at a key stage. Worked through the line, was good. They're two really good plays.
Well, I wouldn't mind once again. He was more convincing.
Yeah.
You got to work on that.
You do.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
NL.
need a bit of confidence back. Need a
Come
win.
on.
No
NL.
limit, Nick.
That's
No
right.
limit.
Yeah. Throw it. Have it. You could
You should
throw.
get that tattooed on your
Yeah, I
like,
might. Over my chest
no
or something
limit.
like that.
Yeah.
No limits.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all I want from you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you
Thank
do
you so
like a mock-up of this podcast
do-
and have like no limit
No, like that.
on there?
Like this. No. And then limits.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.